pretty Nancy Hugs scarf.
I
Merry
did not
Christmas.
get dressed up.
Merry Friday Christmas.
We just got back.
How did we do? It's 8:41. It took us 10 minutes longer than I thought. But
Anyway.
since so many of you were online with us.
Stopped at the, where'd you stop?
We had to stop at the bank.
The bank. Yeah, anyway. My hair.
But so
Oh.
get in, get the lights going. I'm going to do a video right after this for my cooking channel on the Indian coconut curry made with the chickpeas and from the Bush. I got that from the Bush store, so we're going to check that out.
Hello, Cammy Bars.
Hey, so
Terra Dalmatian. Yeah, we're gonna give away this painting. So instead of me reading a story, Donnie has a story about
Christmas in Antarctica.
One of his Christmases.
Christmas in Antarctica. How do you do it? Oh, I tell you. See if I can get the blue out of my glasses here so I look more like a human being. Nope, pretty much there's going to be light in my glasses. Oh, well. So, in 1980, I got to go to Antarctica at 14 miles an hour. That's how fast the ship was going. 14 miles an hour, maybe even 10. And so anyway, we leave, we stopped in New Zealand, and then we head for Antarctica. And we were very blessed to have wonderful weather. We did not get the storms and things like that they sometimes do. But the wonderful thing we had was 24-hour sun. That was amazing. I was the night baker at the time, and I would go out like maybe about 3 o'clock in the morning when I was, after the bread was in the oven, and I had an hour to kill. While the bread was in the oven, I would go outside, and it was just a shock to go outside at 3 o'clock in the morning and see the sun right there on the horizon. And that was, this was Christmas, 1980. Called Deep Freeze 80. And so anyway, so the boat we were back and ram. Basically, the way it is in Antarctica is the ice is about 12 foot thick. It gets that in 1 year. It gets 12 feet thick. And so we come in and we break that ice, and then the wind blows it out to sea, so that the other ships that can't break ice can get in and resupply McMurdo Base. Now, McMurdo Base was the place that Admiral Byrd was based out of, and the hut that he built and the food and the provisions that he brought to Antarctica were all still there. And some of the not some of the animals, but there was like a seal and a couple other, things of meat and stuff like that still frozen right there in the ice in a hut that he had built. And it was kind of like a historical spot. There was also a little tiny part of a hill, a mountain there that you could walk up and sign a book to say I was there and all that. So that's somewhere in the history books of Antarctica that my name is written. There isn't a whole lot to do there, but I'll tell you one thing that was important was everywhere you went in this Antarctic base and area, there was a handrail and a wire. And because in the summer when we were down there, there's not a big deal. But in the winter, if you didn't stay on the path and hold those rails, you could, get lost. And the rails actually had these straps on them that would slide along the rail so that you wouldn't grab the rail because you might get stuck to it. so that was for your safety. And then there's a big base there, and of course the base has got, you know, a couple thousand people during the summer, and then only just a handful in the winter. Scientists and people that love being bored out of their skull. Was that the husky?
Hmm.
Being bored out of their skull, doing scientific equipment stuff. And of course, they did have huskies down there.
Did you hear the husky woo woo? She's on the deck.
So we heard that. And so there's plenty of dogs down there, plenty of food down there. And I'm sure plenty of alcohol. So then after we were done breaking out the ice, we pulled up into the ice to have a barbecue. And of course, you know, the ice is 12 feet thick, so you can just run the gangplank right down to the ice. There was 10 inches of fresh snow. And of course, one of the first things that happened was they had to start up a football game. And because it's a real smooth area, you know, and 10 inches of fresh snow. And so somebody started a football game, and it was getting pretty interesting. And of course, I was in charge of getting the barbecues set up and the food out there, and you know, getting the charcoal started and all that. So I was really busy. And then all of a sudden, I looked over and I heard a bunch of shouting, and here, penguins about this tall came towards us, and everybody's like, "Penguins, penguins!" And when the first thing they did was they started arguing over that football, because what had happened was the football kind of got bounced away, and they wouldn't let anybody touch it. They thought it was an injured penguin or something. They were guarding it, so we had to snatch they had to snatch the football back from keep the football away from the penguins. And then of course we were also curious, and this is 1980, before there was a lot of rules and regulations and stuff like that to not touch them.
And Donnie was, you know, like
curious,
like a little
you know,
boy,
everybody,
you know, like the little Donnie.
Some of the guys were
you
picking them up
today.
and because they weren't afraid of us at all. It's like they had never seen a human being before. They were very curious. They were around our legs. I just picked one up and held it, you know, and when I did, of course, it was going like this, and this little flippers, and I put it back down, you know. But somebody, oh, I know what it was. Someone said, "Well, pick that up. I'll take a picture of you." So somewhere in the world, there's $1 million picture of me holding a penguin, where you could then, you know, sue the pants off me. So that was, but this is 1980. So then we had, you know, steaks on the grill and hamburgers on the grill, and.
Is that when you saw the
and that's
the whale behind
it wasn't it was, I don't know if it was within an hour or two of that, but it wasn't long after that. I know that I wasn't cooking at the time, and we were out gathered on the ice, and then the people that I was talking to, or that we were all talking in kind of a circle, all of a sudden looked past me. Their eyes quit looking at me, and they looked past me.
And he's
and
like
they got
thinking, what are
big
you looking
saucer
at?
size. They were like, and I turned around, and there was nothing there. And I turned back around. I said, what was the joke? You're joking with me? What's wrong? And they said, a killer whale came up through the ice, a hole in the ice, did a little turn, a little spin away. So his eyes, you know, so his eyes could see the landscape, and dropped back down.
And then everyone,
I missed it.
Then they said, everyone, get back on the ship. Get back on the ship.
Well, no, they didn't say get back on the
Okay.
ship. They said get away from the edge of the ice. No one, you know, stay away from the edge of the ice, because the whales will actually come up and bump the ice, you know, to try to knock whatever's up there into the water. And of course, knowing it's a human being, of course, they would not mess with it. But by then, you know, you're in 28-degree water. You do not want to have that happen. There were minke whales in the area, and they were about 14 feet long, dark green, and very light colored on the belly. And so they would come up and breathe in the holes that when the ship came in, it left like a pond behind it where it had cleared the ice, and the minkies would come up and breathe there. So, you know, it was pretty scary to think that, you know.
I thought they told you to get back on the ship, though, when you saw
No.
the whale.
Mm-mm.
What was it they told you to get back on the ship?
Get back on
Because you
the
told
ship.
me that before.
No, I just said, you know, had to get away from the edge of the ice. They just made an announcement over the PA, you know, because we were, you know, that you know, all crew members stay away from the edge of the ice. Do not go more than 100 yards from the ship at any time. Killer whales have been spotted in the area. Um, you know, that's what they announced, and yeah, we didn't have to get back on the ship for that, because obviously they're not going to jump out of the water, up onto the ice and chase us back to the ship or anything. Anyway, I don't know. We're getting confused in here. We're talking
I think
1980.
he used to tell it that way. He used to tell it though that they said get back on the ship. He used to tell it that.
Okay.
But
They
killer
didn't.
whales do, if it's a small piece of ice, they will come and bump it until
Yeah.
they can try to bump the
And
sea
now
lion off.
We've seen that now. We've seen those
Yeah,
videos
we've
of
seen
them
videos
washing
like
a
that.
washing a
Yeah, and
walrus
they'll try
right
to
on, not a walrus,
try to
but
knock a sea
seal
lion or
back into the
something
water,
back
yeah.
into the water.
with
Yeah.
a huge wave and stuff. So long before there was HDTV or anyone but Jacques Cousteau in Antarctica. That's when I was there, and that was that was 1980. That was the same year that an airliner had hit Mount Erebus, which is a volcano down there. Believe it or not, there's a volcano in Antarctica. Hope that thing doesn't blow up and melt all the ice. So that was, and then we had a Christmas, what do you call it? You know, a Christmas show on the boat, and they had everybody that had any kind of talent come and sing or dance or do whatever they did, you know, a Christmas thing, and so that was great. And
Snoopy's dad said, "At least you hugged a penguin." LOL.
Yeah. Yeah. Before anything, but it was funny how they fought over the football. They were, you know, pecking at anybody that tried to get the football. So they must have thought it was a baby chick or something.
So, Jack said, "My grandpa always used to say, 'Don't say hi, Jack,' on an airplane."
Yeah, don't say hi to me on an airplane.
Everybody's laughing.
Yeah. Yeah. That is one time when you don't tell people your name. Don't say my name on an airplane.
Bear Hug said, "LOL, Jack, too funny, but so true."
That's okay. I was floundering here in my story, so I needed something to pick it up. I appreciate you bailing me out there, guy. So, that was Christmas in Antarctica. And what they did too was that the families, we did not know this as crew members, but one of the crew members had contacted our families and said, had them do Christmas packages, and they didn't tell us. And so that when we got all the way down to Antarctica and had the Christmas party, all of a sudden they started handing out these boxes of care packages from your own family that had put it together for you for Christmas. Isn't that sweet? And they it was almost like somebody on the ship must have called the guy's family and said, "Hey, can you put together a little Christmas thing? We'll hide it and we'll give it to them when we're in Antarctica for Christmas," you know. And that was so sweet. That was really very sweet. So a lot of guys were excited about that, and I got one too, and it was like a shoebox size with cassette tapes and cookies and things like that in it. It was really great. Appreciated that. So that was Christmas in Antarctica. I've spent Christmas in Antarctica.
Jack said, "LOL, you were doing fine, haha. I was just enjoying your story, meeting the penguins."
No, you bailed me out. I did spend Christmas in an RV one time with about 30 dogs.
Most of them were puppies.
Yeah, most of them were puppies. 21, 24.
Newborn puppies, a bunch of newborn
Not
puppies.
most of them, but
Most of them were newborn
most of them
puppies.
were 8 weeks or so. Yeah, some of them were being delivered, so they had
No,
to be.
some nursing. Most of them.
Yeah, well,
a lot of
nursing ones,
nursing puppies.
And that
Anyway.
was something else. We had broke down. The engine seized. They put the wrong stuff in it or did the wrong thing or something.
Yeah.
So I got Joy onto an airplane for Christmas, and then I went back and spent the night in an RV with 30 dogs for Christmas. Yay. It was an adventure to me, though. I was in
Hi, Chad.
I was in Guantanamo for Christmas one year, and California, Sault Ste. Marie. So can't remember all the places I've been for Christmas in the Coast Guard, but
This is going to be the giveaway painting. Jack said, in 42 years, I have never had a Christmas anywhere but Ohio.
oh, you're missing it. At least go to Frankenmuth or something up in Michigan. Enjoy a Christmas there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just visiting anywhere for Christmas is like having a Christmas somewhere. You don't have to actually be anywhere else. But, I mean, just drive to go see nice Christmas stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
Yeah.
So, I have a number in mind. Now, the people who have not won a snowman painting, we kind of want someone to win that has not actually won a snowman painting. So, I'm going to think of a number. I mean, I have a number in mind, and it's going to be between 1 and 20, between 1 and 20.
Okay. Hopefully there's not 21 people.
No, there's not that many people in there, so it'll be the closest. One guess.
Yes, one guess.
One guess between 1 and 20, and it'll be the person that is the closest to the number. Hello, Mike. Kevin, you already won a snowman painting, didn't he? Didn't he just win a snowman painting? Is his name on one of those paintings in there?
I don't remember writing Snoopy. Oh.
Okay. If you haven't won a snowman painting.
Careful of the lights.
Yeah, I have to check. Yeah, because we want someone to win that hasn't won one. So that we can spread the paintings around. Okay. All right, so this is Geo Madcat. This is Nancy. This is Nancy.
Oh, that gets in, but it's going to.
It's Nancy is getting it.
Oh, Rushing donated.
This is Cammy Bars. Maybe he didn't win one. Let's see. Oh, this is Deborah. And this is, who's this?
I believe that was one that I just updated. I just updated for someone to win.
Didn't you give this away, but you didn't put no one's name on it? I have to look to see. There's no name on this.
Who won that one?
We'll have to look, because he didn't write a name down. But it was in the bag for the thing. And then Spaceman won one.
Hi, Cynthia.
And this is the one for tonight. So, maybe he didn't win one.
Maybe Spaceman is that one.
Okay. Scotty won one.
Yeah.
Maybe that was yours. He didn't write your name on it. Maybe this was yours, Scotty, and he didn't write your name on the back of it.
Do you recognize it there, buddy? Yeah. Be
we
honest
have to go
now.
back and look at the live stream and see who won that, because he didn't write it down. Okay, so now let's go back. Did everybody guess that didn't already win one? Let me see. Not a snowman. Yeah, Snoopy said he did not win a snowman yet. He won other paintings. Okay.
Okay, so we got roadside,
All right.
Chad,
Now,
flawed.
the number where's my screen? Okay, there.
Yeah, I don't see any more numbers after just 3 people.
All right, the number I picked was 8. Was 8 because it was 8:55. 8:55, so I picked 8.
Oh, wow. Kevin Snoop picked 7.
So he might have won just now because he picked 7. I saw he picked 7.
Yep, he might have got it.
Now, let me know who's the closest to the number 8.
Yep, I'm thinking it's Kevin. He's number 7. And I don't see any other numbers or any other guesses after that.
I think it's probably Kevin, Snoopy's dad, that won it.
So now I have to send him 3 paintings?
Yeah, well, for helping you. He's getting
he
a
got
painting,
one.
and
then he won one a couple
one,
days ago.
He said he didn't win a snowman one.
No, it was something else. Okay.
I think it was Kevin because he got a 7, and I had
Yep,
the
Kevin
word,
says,
and I had the number 8.
Yep. Treasure Home says Kevin.
Yeah.
Scotty says Kevin.
Okay.
All right. Let me get the marker and mark it right now. That's one of my best ones too that I've done in a while. I really like that one. I mean, you could easily put a Merry Christmas on there, or
Hey, Smoky
make it
Mountain
into
Man.
take a picture of it
Yeah,
and make it a
right.
postcard.
Kevin Snoopy's dad on the back of there. I always have to have him write something
Let's
on it
see.
real fast, or he'll forget who won. We'll forget. Both of us will forget. Jack said, shoot, 8 is usually my number on everything too. But I was thinking 12 days of Christmas.
Oh. You know what?
Said, I'm on her.
That's the way she thinks. You could have got that. If she'd have thought of that, that's probably what she would have done.
Yeah. Scotty said he thinks the one that I showed, this one with the 2 snow one, was the one he won. Yeah, he did not write a name on the back. So we have to go back and look at the live stream and write your name on this because he must not have had the marker with him or something. But that was the other one. And then this, oh, he's got the one for tonight. So, and then we'll have one to give away tomorrow. So, Smoky Mountain Man said, I love the decorations. Thank you. Scotty did not win again. We're trying to have people win the snowman that didn't already win a snowman painting. So that we spread the snowmen around. Kevin Snoopy's dad, you wrote, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thanks, Scotty. Hey, Deborah. Yeah, Deborah said, equal opportunity winning. Yeah, we're trying to spread it around, equal opportunity, so that the same person doesn't win all the snowmen. The other paintings he does are all like unique. Well, even all the snowmen are unique. Every single one is different. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be a collector's edition in 100
It's
years
just
if you
that
make it.
It'd be sweet for a lot of you to have snowman paintings in your house for the whole winter, you know, Christmas, and you can leave it out all winter, like January,
Yeah,
February.
like Smoky Mountain Man does.
March, if you still have snow in March, you can leave the painting out all through the winter months, wherever you are, and be cute. So, all right, we didn't want to stay on here too long, but we wanted to just do that giveaway. Tomorrow we'll give another one. Smoky Mountain Man said, spread the snowman love around. Yeah. Smoky Mountain Man has a snowman painting. He said he leaves his up until the end of February. And a lot of you have winter all through March, so you can leave it up all that time too. So we're gonna we weren't gonna stay on here too long. We just wanted to come on here. He told his little Christmas story, and then we wanted to do that giveaway. So we'll do another 12 Days of Christmas tomorrow. We might drive around or do something else first. And Kevin said, that's what I will do. He'll leave his up, I guess, for the winter. Yeah.
Yep. 5 days till Christmas. 5, 6 days.
Oh, Deborah said she'll be leaving hers up all year long. Now, Deborah loves snowmen. She had on a snowman shirt when she met us. Yeah.
6 days till Christmas.
Smoky Mountain Man said, each of the 12 days of Christmas represents something about Christian faith. So, anyway, we love you. But Jesus loves you more. Have a great night. Thanks for joining us.
Good night, good night, good night. We'll miss you.
Oh, I have to.
Miss you till we see you again. Miss you till I kiss you, my mom used to say. Hey, bear hug.